For our next speaker, we have someone from Finland who is dominating the Scandinavian markets, someone that has not only been leading from a distributor point of view, but also has corporate experience, and both sides has had incredible growth, someone that has multiple years of experience, has a huge organization. Please help me welcome Teemu Penttila.
Most amazing Business for Home conference to all of you. What a great way this is to say hello to global MLM industry. Business for Home is doing awesome job. This industry has changed millions and millions of lives for better, and we as a big global family, we have a possibility to do things even better in the future. So this has a big meaning to all of us. I'm the first Finn ever to talk here, and when we have been traveling around the world, people have been asking that where are you from? And we have been telling them that we're from Finland, and they have been asking, is it England? And we're saying no, it's Finland, you have to go more north. And they are asking that, okay, lots of snow, ice, cold, and we say yeah, that also. But did you know that we Finns are named to be the happiest people in the world? This year, a survey done for the United Nations ranked us to be the happiest people and the happiest country in the world. But that's not all. This was already the 4th year in a row that we got the #1 spot there. So we have been wondering how is it possible? And it's a bit hard for us to process, since if you Google, you can find funny pictures about Finnish people that you see there that we have only one facial expression, we Finns, and it's a kind of a global joke about us. And at the same time, though, no matter what emotions we have, are we sad, mad, happy or excited, we still have a one facial expression. And at the same time, we are named to be the happiest people in the world. So we have been thinking that how come this is so? And we have come up with the solution. Maybe it's because of the Finnish sauna. You know, that small room which every household almost has in Finland, and every summer house. So that's that small room which you raise the temperature high, and you go there with your family members, with your friends, and with the people you meet for the first time. You go butt naked there. So that's what we did with the Fraser Brooks, who is one of the speakers here. And Fraser came to Finland, and that was the 2nd time we met. And we went to my summer house. There were 3 of us, my colleague Juha and Fraser and me. And we told Fraser that today we are going to take things really easy, and we are going to relax, and we are going to go to sauna. And Fraser said to us that, I don't know about that. I have some experiences about sauna. We said, no worries, just take it easy and it will be fine. So that's what we did. And Fraser was the last one to come in, and he was working with his towel, and I looked at him and told that just throw it away and come in. And that's what he did, and he came to sit in the middle there. So imagine this, 3 fellows there sweating, and Finland sauna is a very special place for us Finns, and we talk about our goals and our things that are precious to us there. So we started to talk to Fraser that we have this really big goal, really big vision that we would like to do. We would like to build the first Finnish MLM company to global MLM top 100 list. And Fraser was looking at us thinking that better choose my reply carefully now, I guess. And he said that, great boys, really great. But you know, you have to have a really big balls to really do it. And we said, no worries, you will see, we will do it. And then we took the whole experience to the next level. And guess what we did? We went to swim to the frozen lake. We have a hole there, and that's what we did. You know what gold does to manhood? Finland is a safe country, but some things, manly things, can vanish really fast when they are exposed to cold temperatures. So Fraser came up, and we came up from the lake, and he was looking, whoa, no business here. And we said that, yeah, same thing here. But you know, Fraser, you remember what Walt Disney said? He said that it all started with the small mouse for me. So great that ladies are dominating in this industry. That's also same in our company. So we men can we can have our big goals and dreams. So maybe it's the sauna and the lake that makes us so happy. But we do have other stuff in our country which is like really great. Finland was named to be in Yale University study. It was named to be the greenest country in the world. And this study was done to United Nations. So it's a big thing. And so it means that we have quite clean air and nature here. We have a free healthcare system, school system is free, and we have a super scientific and technological development in Finland. So many good and happy things that we can bring to global MLM industry. Sometimes when I have been flying back to Finland and I come to our local airport, and I'm looking around and there are so many people from Asian countries. So you start to wonder that where did I land? Did I land to some Asian country or is this really a Finland? So people come in big numbers to visit Finland and see these things and experience these things. And it's a really great thing. And of course this was before the COVID. Now people don't come that much to Finland, but in the future they will. So as I told you earlier, I'm the first Finn ever to talk here, but I'm also a bit dinosaur because I have been in this industry for 28 years already. I'm the company owner and CEO, but I'm not going to talk to you about that boring corporate stuff. But for you to know that I have had a lot of ups and downs in my career, and that brings a lot of experience. And this year our growth has been phenomenal. I want to share you my thoughts about success in this industry. What are the key elements and how can you build your business bigger and faster and have less stress? We know that we have these things like you need to do goals, you need to have a teamwork, you need to have a big action and that kind of stuff. But from my experience, there is something important missing. That if someone would have shared that thing, told me about that thing, that factor, my journey would have been so much easier. Our company started really small, and there were 3 of us. And we took 10,000 euros bank loan. And that's not how you start a big MLM company. But I was really happy to see this picture. We had the same kind of warehouse where we had 2 rooms, and that's how we put up our company. And so when I saw these pictures, I thought that, well, it can be, and that gave me a lot of energy and courage to continue. 3 years later, the others told me that you can have our ownership and you can do whatever you want with the company. So here I was having my own MLM company and thinking that what to do. Company had a lot of debt, a lot of bills, and just a small portion of turnover monthly. So you can imagine what really tough situation that was. For first 6 years I couldn't take any salary out of the company, so I needed to find other ways to do my monthly income. So I was one of those lucky ones who had really the fast track to MLM industry. Yeah, but I always thought that what if I put all my effort into this, if I focus 100% into this, and I have a will to learn, I learn every day from my mistakes, what if it would work? And you know, it really did, and we won. About that key factor, I want to share it to you, what was one of my main key elements to be here. What was my success factor? And as I told you, from my experience, there is something that we are not focusing enough. It's missing from our presentations and from our work. It's there, but we need to focus more on it. This is the key element. And there's a great book about this and a great presentation about this key factor. And it's done by Angela Lee Duckworth, who is an American professor in psychology at the University of Pennsylvania. And she has a degrees from Harvard, Oxford and Pennsylvania universities on neuroscience and psychology. So she really knows what she's talking about. Angela tells it so well what matters the most. And I have come from my experience to the same conclusion as she has. And I'll let Angela to tell you what the key factor is. And this is short video, a short part from her TED Talk presentation. So let's watch it and let's Angela tell us what it is.
But what if doing well in school and in life depends on much more than your ability to learn quickly and easily? So I left the classroom and I went to graduate school to become a psychologist. I started studying kids and adults in all kinds of super challenging settings. And in every study, my question was, who is successful here and why? My research team and I went to West Point Military Academy. We tried to predict which cadets would stay in military training and which would drop out. We went to the National Spelling Bee and tried to predict which children would advance farthest in competition. We studied rookie teachers working in really tough neighborhoods, asking which teachers are still going to be here in teaching by the end of the school year. And of those, who will be the most effective at improving learning outcomes for their students? We partnered with private companies asking which of these salespeople is going to keep their jobs and who's going to earn the most money. In all those very different contexts, one characteristic emerged as a significant predictor of success. And it wasn't social intelligence, it wasn't good looks, physical health, and it wasn't IQ. It was grit. Grit is passion and perseverance for very long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future, day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for years, and working really hard to make that future a reality. Grit is living life like it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Grit is the key to success. It changes everything. We don't need no high IQs, no good looks, or no college degrees. That's a relief. We are all enough just the way we are. We just need to be the grittiest kid in an MLM playground. That's enough. So the super question here is, how can you get more grit into your business? According to studies and surveys done in the University of Pennsylvania, it makes a big difference in business growth if you know how your brain grows from learning. Those people who know it have more stamina to get up and continue when they fail. That's what I did. So, tell this to your team. Make grit one of your main focuses. What I have done, I decided to be the grittiest kid in a playground. I wake up early in every morning and I check my to-do list. I look that my daily calendar is full and I do it every day, also when I'm on holiday. That has become my habit. And once I did it, I started to do it, I realized that, whoa, this is really working, and that gave me a lot of energy, which we need in this industry. There's a section in Angela's book about Finnish people and how gritty we have been during the history. So I was lucky that way, and we Finns quite are lucky in that way that we are happy, but we also seem to be gritty. And I got the gene once I was born to Finland. And I was lucky that I found those people that were really gritty. I found them to the company and I found them to the field. So that was my key to success, the grit, and to find those people who are gritty, who believed in my vision and my goal. To be the grittiest kid in a playground it's tough. It starts to be really tough on your mind, and of course you get those great results of working hard and being gritty, but still it's hard on your mind from my experience. And you can't just be gritty. You are in trouble if you don't take care of your mind. So the mind is connected definitely in my success formula to this grittiness, which is the number one factor from my opinion and from my experience. So your mind should be also one of the most important things in your business journey. And focus on things that energize and relaxes your mind, like read books, do sports, eat healthy stuff, and have fun, and really vision your goals, like really vision them on a daily basis, your exciting goals, and those give you energy. So do the things that make you happy and help your mind to ease and give you energy. So that's really important here, as we all know. So my master formula for success is that we have a big and bold goals. That's important. They need to be big and bold. And we need to have a will to learn every day and will to work hard. But the most important thing is to have a grit and take care of your mind. If you take from this formula away grittiness and taking care of your mind, you are in trouble. So have a laser focus on these factors when you are working and building your MLM business. This is my master formula for success in MLM business. I want to thank everybody here, especially Business for Home people, that made possible for me to be a speaker here. Was really my privilege to have this opportunity, and I want to thank people in my company and in the field. Without you, I wouldn't be here. So, life is short, so let's not waste any time. I hope you have done big goals that give you excitement and energy. My goal is not to have a Ferrari, it's to have a world-class company. That's my goal. That's my Ferrari. Let's all build together a better industry. Remember to enjoy and have fun together with grit. And maybe someday you will take me on a ride with your Ferrari.